Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. 180! 40 them up. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I got this.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, here's Breida. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go. 180! Check. 21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're off.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, exit!
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check the backer, check the backer. 25, check 25. Check. Hey, gun.
They'll run it with Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And a touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here comes Pettis on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got this. Go ahead.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
And sometimes you have to serve as your own blitz control. And what I mean by that is there are going to be times when guys come free and are going to hit you when you're trying to throw the ball. He stood in there and took it and still completed it for a first down.
Yes, running back had vacated the area there, but able to complete it to him, still make a gain out of it.
I guess that's what we call a safety valve, and it worked pretty well.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. Matt Breed out at Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. On second down, it's Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an Allen run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Bang, 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 bang. Check 31. Check. Lock.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
13. My 40, man.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to round the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side of the backfield, and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Wild Bill. Run. Mike 51.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go, dude.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Hey, orbit. It's going to be a long day.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
11, 21. Check 48, the mic. Check 48. Hey, Alpha. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
21. Joker.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this ride?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down. It's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Keep playing hard.
It's now second and 10.
Let's get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good.